Hello, what's going on? Welcome to J Lippman Live. I'm so happy to see you guys here. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are new here, if you're new to the channel, new to the live stream, my name is Jay, obviously, and here on this channel we talk about video editing, camera gear, and how to make better videos. And this live stream is no different. That's what this whole thing is all about. This is my obsession. It's my obsession. And during this live stream, just so you guys know how this works, usually I come with some kind of idea of what I want to talk about for a little bit, and then we open it up for Q&A. But last couple weeks, there hasn't really been a topic. I've just kind of been jumping into questions. So if you have a question about any part of the video creation process, there is a link in the description of this video. Nightbot's also throwing it out there. Make sure that you click that link, fill out the form, and we'll get to some questions really soon. But before we do all of that, first of all, if you're new, let me know in the chat. Let's jump into the chat and say hello to everybody. So, wow, chat is really, really moving. Let's see. Jelly Duck, what's going on? CDTV, yo. What is happening? Steven Krieger, hello. Billy, what's going on, my man? Zombie Town USA, what's going on? Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer. What's going on? I haven't seen you in here before. So welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the first time I've come across a live stream for Resolve. Well, it's not strictly a Resolve live stream. That is, 50% of the videos that I upload are DaVinci Resolve tutorials. And if you have any questions about Resolve, I'd be more than happy to answer them on this stream. But really, this stream is about the entire video creation process, the entire filmmaking process. So feel free to ask, about anything. Where are we? Judith Scott, hello, hello. Tech for your needs, what's going on? How are you guys? Mind's Eye, what's going on? Showman Guns, hello. Hello, yay, you're new. Awesome. Showman Guns, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Garrett, what's going on, dude? I haven't seen you. Did I see you last week? I don't remember if I saw you last week, but thank you for stopping by today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh man, it has been I honestly, guys, I forgot that it was Wednesday at first. So I was working a little bit this morning, and then I was on my way taking the kid to daycare, and I realized, oh wait, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's live stream day. I got to set it up. I got to figure out what to talk about. But then a very, very good friend of mine suggested that maybe we don't have a topic today. Maybe we just open it up for some Q&A, talk about making videos and all that stuff. Magdalena Helen, how are you? And the reason why I keep looking over, guys, I changed the camera angle again. You guys may have noticed that I tend to do that a lot. So I got my computer right here, which is where the whole chat is, and then I've got camera here. One of these days I'm going to figure out a situation that I actually like, but for now, this is what it is. Magdalena Helen, do you ever discuss Sony Vegas or have any opinions on it? It makes things difficult for me. I do not have opinions because I've actually never tried Sony Vegas, Helen. I've never tried it. I've heard lots of things. I know some people who do use it. I know Nick Nimmin uses it, and I know Karen Summers, if you know her, then she uses Sony Vegas. There's a bunch of people that use it. I don't know of anybody off the top of my head though that does good, there's no tutorials I can recommend because I've never once watched a Sony Vegas tutorial. So you made me change to Resolve. Bill Tours, what's going on? I made you change to Resolve. Awesome, man. Well, I hope you're enjoying it, and if you have any questions, let me know. Me and my wife both realized Monday that we were a week ahead. Somehow we thought this was the week of the 12th already. Yeah, I just, well, see, the thing is Monday was Labor Day. So, everybody's off work. We actually ended up going to the Maryland Renaissance Festival all day. So I woke up today thinking it was Tuesday. Basically, I thought it was Tuesday because I didn't do any work yesterday, and I had no idea. I thought it was Tuesday, but good thing I remembered because this is one of my favorite parts of the week. Andy's Journeys, what's going on? Hello. So let's see. I've got some videos come. Actually, I have one video that I filmed today. That's what I was doing before the stream. I was filming a video on how to. Have you guys ever seen this? This is the X-Rite color checker passport for video. This is like this thing is amazing. If you want to know, like, if you want a way to do like really fast color correcting, color grading. This is not sponsored, by the way. It just happened to be sitting here in front of me. But this thing's great. It's got a color card, an exposure card. And then over here on the other side, you got a focus card, which is super useful if you're doing manual focus, and 18% gray card. And this thing is like super small, it fits in your back pocket, and it's awesome. I just filmed a tutorial on how to use one of these, on how to use a color card, how to use a gray card with DaVinci Resolve. So if you're a DaVinci Resolve user and you want to find a super quick way to do color correcting, color grading, and all that stuff, that's coming this Friday. And in the meantime, I would pick one of these up. It's $148 on Amazon. Super. The thing is great. Is this makeup? No, Jelly Duck, it's not makeup. There's no makeup here. It is it's just colors. It's just here. It's just a color card. So basically what you do when you use this thing in DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro or Final Cut, and I would assume Sony Vegas too, but I'm not 100% sure. But when you use these things, what happens is it will automatically adjust your exposure. It'll white balance. It makes your skin tones correct. This thing's freaking fantastic. Love that thing. Had it for a while. Yeah, dude, this is great. Love that all those are in one case and small. Yeah, it's great. Literally, it fits. It fits in my back pocket, which is great. I can throw it in my camera bag. Like, there's literally no excuse now not to be able to white balance your footage. So, let's see here. Rachel Rawson, hey, how are you? What's the best way to color match? I'm using an Osmo and a Phantom 3 for a video I'm doing. I mean, the best way, honestly, is to at least use a gray card. Like, if you're not going to use a full-on color card, get an 18% gray card. One of these. They come, you can get these for like, you can get just a gray card for like $5, $10, $15, like the little fold out springy ones. And you just, before you start shooting, you want to, hold it up in front of your subject. So why did I close this? You just hold it up in front of your subject. And then when you get into post, you can color correct off of the gray card, and that way you can get a good white balance and a good color match. Most softwares, depending on what software you're using, also has some kind of color matching feature that you can use as well. I don't like it very much. It tends not to work very well. So, like, honestly, the best way, get your white balance correct in camera and use some kind of gray card or color card when you're filming, so that when you go into post, you can do all of your corrections off that. So, Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, yes, it is. It is $148. But it's great because these actually, these don't fade. These ones don't fade. These will actually stay correct for a long time. So it's worth it. It's worth the money. If you turn your time into money, the amount of time that you would save by using something like this will totally pay for itself. So, Leela, hello, Leela. I haven't said it public. Well, I guess I did on Twitter, but I haven't on YouTube. Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. Now we're like approaching 1,200 now, right? Leela's on fire right now. Like, how's this even work? Well, Jelly Duck, you will be able to find out how it works if you watch my video on Friday. I walk you through the whole thing. Basically, first 10 seconds of your video, hold the color card or the gray card right in front of you and just sit there like that. And then if you're like out and about, if you're filming in the field, then, whenever you switch locations, whenever you're going from outside to inside, do the same thing. Just hold this up for 10 seconds, and then, you can use this. You can color correct off of this when you get into post. So, Mind's Eye, you deserve more subs. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Oh, are you talking to Leela? Leela deserves more subs. Josh Walker, what's going on? I missed somebody else. Pauline Newman, hello. Hello. Almost 1,200. I didn't even notice. I was just guessing. I knew you were over 1,100 this morning, so I figured you had to be close to 1,200 now. So yeah, that's the video that's coming out on Friday. We're talking about how to use one of these with DaVinci Resolve, and it will speed up your workflow. It's so fast, and it's so easy. It's ridiculous. Like, totally worth the money. Rachel Ross, and I'm being master chef cooking. Nice. You too, Jay. Well, thanks, Mind's Eye. Oh man. You deserve more subs, Jay. Thank you, Leela. I appreciate that. So, guys, I think somebody somebody asked me a question. Suggest a cheap mic. Well, I have some questions before I answer your question, Mind's Eye. First of all, what's your budget? And two, what are you using the microphone for? Because there are different microphones for different situations. Not all mics are created equal. So I could suggest something like this Toner BM100, which is $35 on Amazon. Super cheap, decent quality if you know how to do sound editing, but this is a broadcast mic. So unless you're going to be filming and it's going to be right in front of you, it's not going to work out. I could also suggest that thing right there, my Behringer B5, which is my little pencil mic, which is great for doing indoor dialogue if you want to use it as a shotgun mic like I'm doing. So, before I can answer what type of microphone you should get, I need to know what your situation is. Oh, let's see here. I think X-Rite recommends replacement every 2 years or certain interval due to the color chips fading over the course of time. Yeah, yeah, true. But they do work excellent. Exactly, Bill. Exactly. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, just in case it's still confusing, Resolve knows what those colors should look like. So if they're tinted or blown out, it'll know what kind of corrections it needs to make. Exactly. Need a mic for YouTube like me. Okay, so I would suggest this mic right here. This is the Behringer B5. It's a small diaphragm condenser mic, also known as a pencil mic. They are typically used in recording studios, actually, for recording overheads for drums. But they also work really, really well for indoor dialogue. A lot of people are out there using shotgun mics for indoor dialogue. And the problem with those is they're actually still pretty sensitive from the back as well as the front. So if you're in an unsound treated room, those shotgun mics will still pick up a lot of noise. So if you're doing indoor dialogue, you're filming like I do in here, then I would 100% suggest something like the Behringer B5. It's a great little mic. It's $65. It comes with two different caps. I think an omni and a cardioid cap. So you can either get an omnidirectional or, a more directional mic, which is what I have on here now. It's got a, what does it have there? It's got a high pass filter and was that a minus 10 dB cut. So it's $65, Mind's Eye. 17 people watching and only 8 likes. Let's change that. Please change that, guys. If you like this stream so far, then give it a like. Also, tweet it out if you can. Let's get some people in here. Let's make some new friends. Why not? I have had great use out of my Blue Yeti. Blue Yetis are good. I have the blue Snowball Ice, which I was using for these live streams for a while. But the problem is the only way for it to sound good was for me to have it right in front of me. And I have this thing about having microphones in frame. I don't like it. So And plus I was starting to transition from vlogging to doing more tutorial based stuff. So I decided to get this microphone. So 5 more, go go go. Leela's being my my hype man, hype woman today. Mike's, I said mices. That's all right, Miles. Look up a brand called Newer. They're very cheap mics, but they're pretty good for their price. You can find reviews of them. Yeah, Newer's pretty good. The thing is with Newer and with Toner, actually. Toner is another one. They're not made by Newer. These aren't made by Toner. These are all made by like the same company in China, and these are what are called white label microphones. So they make a bunch of these, and then different brands like Newer or Toner, there's a couple other out there. What they do is they pay to be able to put their label on them and give them their own model number. So like this is the BM700. I think Newer has the NW700. It's the same exact microphone. So really what you're paying for is the name. Newer is typically a little bit more expensive because it's more well known than Toner. So that's that. Zombie Town, USA. Yep, PC. I'm a PC guy all the way. All the way. So when my Blue Yeti dies, yeah, the Blue Yetis and blue microphones are really good. Hold on, I'm coming back. Blue microphones are really, really good. I really like mine. I still use it from time to time if I'm just doing like a Google Hangouts call or some kind of video chat or something. I'm not even gonna try, Harry. I'm not gonna try to pronounce your last name because I'll butcher it. So Harry, hello for one. Thank you for joining the stream. I wish there were more tutorials and BTS on how to film true cinematic sequences without slow motion clips. Yeah, maybe I can do something like that. I don't get out much to do. I don't get out to do filming very much anymore. I should do that. I would definitely need some people with me. So maybe I will, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll put that together. If I can figure out a way that the SEO works, maybe I can do something like that. I mean, true cinematic sequences, a lot of that has to do, you film what you film, you get, your exposure right, and you get the frame rate the way that you want it, and all that, and then the rest is all color grading and sound design. Like if you want true cinematics more is basically just a buzzword at this point, but if you want like true cinematic footage, it's mostly in the sound design and the color grading. Like if you do that, if you can get a properly exposed shot, you don't even need to really worry about this. People are going to hate me for this. You don't need to worry about the frame rate. Pick a frame rate where you get the look that you like. We talked about this last week. I talked about this in a video not too long ago. Frame rate doesn't really matter. Lord of the Rings was shot at 48 frames per second. Everybody swears by 24, but it is what it is. But it's all in the color grading and sound design, to be honest. If you want that kind of look, camera on itself is not going to do it. Although I will tell you, if you use vintage, if you use vintage lenses, those tend to produce a pretty filmic look. It looks like they were shot on film cameras, because they're lenses for film cameras, but it looks like they were shot on film and it looks a little bit more like the movies. So, Studio Geek 32, what's going on, Sammy? What mic are you using for this live stream? I'm using the Behringer B5, my little small condenser, my little pencil mic. So it's my favorite thing. Sound design, color, and pacing. Exactly, Zombie Town, USA. My editing is a whole other style. I don't do any recording myself. Interesting. Filmora official channel is also live, but I feel more connected in this stream. Well, thank you so much, Mind's Eye. I really, really appreciate that. Just retweeted it. Hype. Thank you so much, Leela. 24 frames per second is highly recommended. It is highly recommended, and it is, that's like, a lot of people shoot 24 frames per second, and it's kind of become common knowledge that that is the cinematic film. You know, that's the cinematic frame rate. But the thing is like I've seen some TV shows that look super cinematic, and they were shot at 30 frames per second. Most TV is shot at 30 frames per second. Again, Lord of the Rings, 48 frames per second. Fight scenes, like the fight scenes from the Sherlock Holmes movies, those were shot at like 21, 22 frames per second. Like, bugs. The frame rate is all about, it's about getting the look that you want. Like, I encourage you to break the rules. Go ahead, go watch all the videos, find the rules, and then break them. Figure out the look that you want. Figure out the style that works for you and stick with that. Creator Spotlight Show, what's going on? Happy Trails Hiking. Hello. Hello, hello. What is cinematic? Watch the video here. Thank you, Leela. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, man. So, where are we? Bye, Kay. Hello, Leela. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer. I help some people on YouTube do videos, clean up their audio, put images and basic animation on the screen, and I also re-edit media that's already out, such as Star Trek episodes. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. Let's jump into the forum. Are there any questions in the forum? There is one from Steven Krieger. No channel. I've never used either Premiere or Resolve or anything else, as I've not started doing videos yet. If you're approaching the choice as video noob, are the learning curves similar? I think so. Yes, I would say the learning curves are pretty similar. I think if you're starting from scratch and you've never touched a piece of video editing software in your life, then the learning curves are very, very similar. The difficulties with learning software come when you're so ingrained into one piece and then you're trying to switch over to another. Now, I would say that Premiere to DaVinci is probably one of the easier transitions to make. But still, like if you're starting from scratch, yes, they both are. But they're not the only options either. Like Sony Vegas was mentioned earlier today, and that seems to be pretty good. There's Filmora, which honestly, like if you were to ask me what I would recommend for a beginner, I would probably say, like, depending on the type of videos you want to make, I would say Filmora is a great option. DaVinci and Premiere aren't the only options out there. So I would take a look. There's also HitFilms out there. There's a few others. There's quite a few others. So do your research, figure out like what kind of videos you're trying to make, and then make your decision off of that. Make your decision off of that. I create science related stuff. A science YouTuber. Nice. Love science. I'm a big science fan. Tech Examine. Hey, we are stuffing our faces with pizza and almost missed it. Nice. Oh, pizza sounds good right now. Pizza sounds really, really good right now. I would say the learning curve for Fusion is a bit steeper, but not horribly so. I was on Premiere for a while. I learned Fusion in DaVinci Resolve a lot faster than I learned After Effects, to be honest. The whole node-based system just works for me because it's like a pipeline. I can see exactly what I'm doing. I can see what feeds into where. So for me personally, the whole node-based system just works better for my brain. Lightworks is also a good one. Yeah, Lightworks is pretty good. Doesn't Lightworks have a restriction though on the resolution or something like that? Ugh. Jay, I was watching Matt Smith Doctor Who the other day, got through about 5 episodes without trying. Nice. I haven't watched Doctor Who in a while, which is sad. I haven't actually, I went through the latest season and I haven't gone back and watched any of the old stuff yet. I need to go do that. Because I haven't watched Doctor Who in a while and I feel like a bad fan. I'm currently watching, what am I watching right now? 13 Reasons Why, 3rd season. It's pretty infuriating, actually, trying to solve the mystery before they tell me the answers. It's pretty infuriating. So, Where are we? So, do we have any other questions? Do we have any other questions? Let's find out. Not yet. That is it. That is it. I feel like there was something I wanted to talk about, but I was horribly prepared for the stream today. So, I apologize for that. I apologize for that. There we go. The new season is just ugh. See? Oh, of what? 13 Reasons Why or Doctor Who? I like the Mope Show. I call that the Mope Show. Jeez. What are your thoughts about Vsauce 3 editing? I don't have any thoughts on that, Mind's Eye. I don't know what is Vsauce 3 editing. Let's find out. Vsauce 3. Lost the stream for a moment. Uh-oh. Oh, Vsauce 3. Yeah, I've never actually watched Vsauce 3. So, I will try and watch. But I don't have a lot of time to watch content. Garrett asks, what is delete and ripple delete, and why is copy and paste so hard in Resolve? How do I paste to where the red line is? It should just do that automatically, Garrett. As far as delete and ripple delete, that's kind of hard to explain. Well, I mean, there's just deleting the clips. If you just delete the clips, then the clip goes away, and wherever that clip was, there's still a gap in the timeline. Ripple delete is if you delete, then everything shifts over to close the gap. Does that make sense? Doctor Who couldn't get past the third episode. See, I liked it. I know the first season of a new Doctor is always a little bit meh, so I watched it all the way through. I liked it towards the end. I'm excited to see what happens next. I will tell you though, like the color grading in the most recent season of Doctor Who, the color grading was absolutely phenomenal. Alex Hyatt, what's going on? Vsauce 3 videos are on next level film production level. All right, I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. Creator Spotlight Show makes sense. I'm so confused. What else is new? What else is new? So guys, Vid Summit's coming up. Vid Summit is coming up. Is there anybody in here? I know that, hey, Christina Smallhorn, hello. Hello, hello. I'm playing with a dead cat, by the way. Now there's hair everywhere. I was about to say something. I know Tech Examine and I are flying out on the same flight, so I know we're going to Vid Summit. I know Leela's going to Vid Summit because we won tickets together. Is there anybody else here that's going to Vid Summit? I know Christina's going to Vid Summit. Christina Smallhorn's going. I'm super excited. True. Took me a while to figure that out too. That is like one complaint that I have about that. The copy and paste feature in DaVinci Resolve. That one thing where it's like always, it's always going to be on the same layer. You can't, that does drive me a little nuts. You got cash for food yet? Still working on the cash for food. We got hotel figured out. We got flights figured out. We are working on a food budget. Yeah, still working on a food budget. So if you guys want to help with that, there is a GoFundMe link that's floating around here somewhere. That if you would like to contribute to that, I would be very, very much appreciative of that. Never heard of it. Is it like a YouTube gathering? It is it is a convention. Jelly Duck. Vid Summit's a convention where, I mean, it's not strictly about YouTube, but it was started by YouTubers. It's mostly YouTubers that attend. Like so I guess, but it's not just a gathering. It's not a meetup. It's a full-blown convention, and there's keynote speakers and all that stuff, talking about building your brand, negotiating brand deals, making better videos, all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of people, a lot of great information there. I had a virtual pass last year, so I got to watch all the talks. lots and lots and lots of information. Never been to any of the video conventions. I'm not a creator in the YouTube sense. One of these days, though. I mean, you could still learn, man. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff there about, like I said, building a personal brand. Like I was Tech Examined and I were looking at the list of speakers. There's a lot of stuff there about building a brand and negotiating brand deals, which is helpful on and off YouTube. So, you know, I would definitely consider checking something like that out. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, everything I know about Resolve I've learned from people like you on YouTube, willing to teach the ignorant people. So thank you for that. No problem. No problem. Which reminds me, yes, we do. Yes, we do, Leela. Absolutely. 100%. Yes, I will message you. I will message you when this stream is over. Josh Haynes, what's up, dude? How's it going? Josh just put out a new DaVinci Resolve tutorial that I haven't watched yet, but it's about how to blur faces. So if you're making a video and you need to blur some faces for whatever reason you might have to blur faces, Josh is your man. Go check it out. Oh. Sorry, feeling a little bit parched today. Does anybody have any other questions? What do we want to talk about today? This is why I usually come with some kind of topic. I need to do that, I think. Oh no, that's still Steven Krieger's question. Let's go ahead and clear that so I stop. There we go. Lost the chat. Here's the chat. Make a video on stop motion. Oh, dear God. Dear God. No, message me now. I don't think that the lovely people hanging out with me today in this stream would like to just sit here and watch me send messages on my phone. Oh, man. I have a question. What is the ultimate meaning to life, the universe, and everything? If I remember correctly, 42, right? Isn't the answer 42? I know it has a 2 in there. I'm pretty sure it's 42. So, there you go. Thoughts on DNG versus B-Raw? Man, B-Raw all the way. B-Raw all the way, I think. I have it set up so like I convert my files to DNG when I'm doing optimized media. But I like B-Raw, man. B-Raw is so good. So good. Christina says message her now. All right, we're going to do it. Done. Boom. 42. What? People love to watch that silently messaging Leela PM style. Oh my gosh, should I do an ASMR video, guys, where I'm just like texting people? I'll just turn like all the sound on my phone all the way up so you can actually hear the noises of me hitting the touchpad and all that stuff. Jay Lippman, why do some people shoot hyperlapse as a video and others prefer to take pictures? Step for forward, take picture. Why use one method over another? Well, I guess it's just it's a matter of personal style. I guess it's a matter of what you look at. I will say, I will say there's a difference. I think you get a better looking hyperlapse when you do the still image, personally. But at the same time, like when you're doing video, like if you're just shooting a video and speeding it up, it just looks like a sped up video. There's something like there's something special about that time lapse look, that hyperlapse look when you're doing it with still images. It looks better. I'm trying to stay away from saying it looks more cinematic cuz cuz well, you know how I feel about that. It just I personally think it looks better when you do it the still image way. But you can 100% do it the video way. The only difference is like one, it comes down to either like maybe you like the still image the way the still image way looks better, but you're lazy, so you do it video, or maybe you like the video version better. Um, I prefer the stills, and my camera has a time lapse feature, so it's really easy for me to do that. Not so much a hyperlapse though, like moving. If I'm actually like moving, that's a little bit more difficult. So good Jay, always message women. Never let a woman wait. Jeez, how did we get here? Absolute Rule, Christina Smallhorn. I'm hoping to hey, Absolute Rule, what's going on, dude? Hoping to catch a flight Monday morning and stay the night. I will be on vacation in Vegas that week. Nice. Jay Lippman, why? Oh, you already asked me that. There we go. Agree 100%. Yeah, dude. B-roll is freaking fantastic. The only downside of B-roll in Premiere is you need a plugin to view it. Soon I'll be switching to Resolve, at least for my color grade. Yeah, I love. I mean, it was just last week I worked with B-roll for the first time. And like my mind was blown. I was like, oh my God, like my crappy little laptop is handling B-roll like just flawlessly. It was amazing. So Bill Tours, thank you so much for stopping by. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, a series of photos will create some motion blur. That's true too. That is true as well. What's up, Jay Lumen? Hey, Modern Day Tech, what's going on? Mind's Eye was asking Leela a question. Cinematic is achieved 99% from lighting. No, you're absolutely 100% right. I mean, for one, and we were talking about this earlier, Josh, like cinematic has become such a buzzword, but yeah, like if you want it to look like the movies, let's just go with that. Let's go with that definition of cinematic. If you want it to look like the movies, it's lighting for one. It's correctly exposing your shots, and it's then after that it's sound design and color grading, or at least color correcting, but preferably color grading as well. Like that's it. There is not one, like there's not a particular frame rate. Like I keep going into this rant, but there's not a particular frame rate that makes things more cinematic. I personally love the look of 24 frames per second, but there are plenty of movies and shows that were shot in different frame rates. But yeah, lighting, exposure, and then, sound design and color grade. So, Mind's Eye totally depends on the location of your, wait, hold on. Mind's Eye asked a question. What time do you shoot? I mean, which is better time for shooting near a window? Ooh, that's a good question. Totally depends on the location of your room. I usually shoot when there's no direct sunlight coming in the room. Boom. Gamer Sam 1, hello. What is even a vlogger? Well, vlogging is well, depends on who you ask. I mean, there is vlog style video, but like a vlogger is a documenter. Like it's a documenter, really. That's what a vlogger is. There's somebody who documents their life or their career or something, and they take the camera with them and they do things. Okay, can we look? Let's back up for a second. So vlog obviously is kind of an iteration of blog, which was short for weblog, and blogs were people. I mean, the term blog is so widely used now. It used to be people sitting on freaking, what was that? LiveJournal. Do you guys remember LiveJournal? Is there any, I mean, you guys remember LiveJournal, right? Like that was a blogger. You just sit there and you type your thoughts and you document your life in written word form. Then came video. So vlogger. So it's documenting your life in video form. I know what you're talking about, Leela. It's a film style, or it's a filming style. I know. Shoot your slow-mo in 48 frames. So nice for a 24 frames per second vid. Oh my God. Oh, I.B. Queefen's back. My favorite. My favorite. I want to see what he wrote. Yep, there it is. There he is. He's back to his old ways. Rick2B's comes in clutch. He just shows up and times out a troll before he even says hi to somebody. That, my friends, is a dedicated mod. Oh, that was great. That was so great. I like 24 frames per second just fine, unless I want to slow the clip down. Then more frames per second seems to help keep things smooth. No, that's exactly, Miles. That's exactly how it works. If you have more frames per second, the only trick is like you got to make sure that it divides evenly. So let's look at like 24 is 40% of 60, and it's 20% of 120, which is why the slow motion is so smooth when you slow it down. If it's not, like if you put 30 frames per second footage in a 24 frame per second timeline, it's actually going to look a little bit choppy. So that's something to keep in mind. So, God, that was great. That was great. Shoot your slow-mo in 48 frames. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try that. I'm bringing the vlog back, guys. I'm bringing the vlog back for Vid Summit. 5 straight days of documenting, filming, and all that stuff. Like, it's not going to be me sitting here. We're doing 5 days of vlogging. I'm bringing it back, and I'm excited. And I'm going to try that 48 frames per second for slow motion. That should be, I mean, slowing it down just 50% probably work great. Jelly Duck, I need to go. Have a great day, everyone. Jelly Duck, thank you so much for stopping by. Is it worth paying for visual effects to website like Storyblocks or Production Crate? I think it depends what you're doing. You know, like I'm going to get a subscription to Storyblocks when I can afford it, for sure. But like, I honestly think it really depends on what you're doing. Bringing the vlog back for Vid Summit is the worst mistake, but good luck. Oh my God. Oh my God. So, I'm not going to be like daily vlog. I will be filming every day, but I'm not going to be putting out a video every day while I'm there. I'm not putting myself through that. I'm going to film all 5 days. I'm going to film all 5 days. I'm going to have all the footage in separate folders. And then when I get home, I got 5 videos that I got to edit. So, my camera is an LG G4 from 2015, 2016. Man, people underestimate LG. They got some good cameras. I had the LG V30 for a while, and that camera was absolutely fantastic. It shot log. Like, I had a cell phone that shot log footage. Back then I had no idea how to grade log footage, so I never used it. But yeah, I had a phone that shot log footage. That camera was really, really good. So, Andy Marshall, good morning. I'm late. What did I miss? Talking about making videos, dude. Same thing as always. Cody killed it. Yes, he did. Cody's videos from Power Video were amazing. Believe in Jay Lippman. Thank you. Thanks, Eric, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't gone out and like really, the last thing I filmed for this channel that was not sitting here at this desk, it was only half of the video. I did a frame blocking transition tutorial. That's a mouthful. But I filmed that, and I filmed half of it out in a park. I was with Michael Fire Jr. and Tech Examined, and we filmed the first half of the video. And then I went back and I shot the second half right here, where I showed you how to put it all together. But Cody is a vlog veteran. What is the difference between compound and fusion clip? Ooh, good question. Good question. So a fusion clip, let me see if I can accurately describe this, and it may not be the technical term, Garrett, it might not be the same thing that Blackmagic Design says, but so a compound clip takes multiple clips and creates one clip out of them. Like, that's what a compound clip is. A fusion clip on the timeline and the edit page looks to be the same. 65 drums, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. And also, welcome to the stream. What a way to make an entrance. A fusion clip, by all appearances on the edit page, looks like it does the same thing. But if you move that clip, if you move that fusion clip into Fusion, so you make a fusion clip and you click on the fusion page, and you're working on that, you can actually work on the individual clips that you created the fusion clip out of. You can work on the individual clips there in Fusion. If you did that with a compound clip, if you created a compound clip and you move that into Fusion, you could only work with it as a single clip. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So, Miles, also Fusion clips can't include audio, compound clips can. Also very true. Also very true. Although every time I try and include audio in my compound clips, it gets wonky. Like, I start getting a lot of pops. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe they fix that. I haven't tried doing it in a while, because I never really have any need to put audio into a compound clip. So, Rick says, so you must go to Vid Summit too. She's going. Flight's booked. Sarah Dici switched from Premiere to Resolve. It's good that big influencers suggesting good and free. No hate for Premiere and Leela too. Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, I always get excited when people switch over to Resolve. Not like I'm not a salesman for Resolve. I don't sell it. I don't make a commission if people switch or anything like that. I don't know. It's exciting. It's exciting watching people try new things. So, Andrew Warner. Hello, sir. Andrew Warner just started his channel, guys. He finally did it. He took the plunge. He put out his first video. And so hats off to you, sir. Because I know how scary that can be. Hitting that upload button for the first time. That can be intimidating. So good job. Congratulations, sir. Welcome to YouTube. So, never creating a fusion clip ever. Sure you will, man. You just got to try working in some, do some text tracking and all that kind of stuff. It's not as hard as you think. Resolve talk, love it, especially since I recently got Resolve. There you go. I haven't watched her video yet, but is she switching permanently or only for the video? She's switching for 30 days, Leela. She said she's going to do DaVinci Resolve for 30 days. Why is footage spelled with an F but photo spelled with a PH? I don't know. Because English is weird. You know? Why do you park in a driveway and drive on a parkway? The world may never know. Yeah, she'll probably switch back to Adobe. I think so. Hitting that upload button is scary every time. It can be. People should send money, on how much they save from switching to Resolve from Adobe. I haven't saved anything because I still have my Creative Cloud subscription because I still use Lightroom and Photoshop and Audition all the time. So, and Media Encoder. Media Encoder has been my best friend lately. So I use that. I've got a weird, Josh, you would probably laugh at my workflow because I'm doing this thing, for Ramen at Vid Summit. Thank you so much, Creator Spotlight Show. Mike, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I actually, why do atheists say bless you when you sneeze? Where is this stream going? Oh my God. Creating videos become passion after watching Peter McKinnon. Love editing after seeing Jay. Thank you so much, Mind's Eye. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Josh, you would laugh. You would laugh if you saw just my rendering workflow has gotten ridiculous. So here's the thing. So, I use DaVinci Resolve free, right? But I've wanted to do this whole upload in 4K thing because I've heard that the compression on YouTube is a lot better if you upload in 4K. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can upscale. The problem is because I don't have DaVinci Resolve Studio, I can't use Superscale. And for some reason, whenever or not all the time, but every once in a while, I I export a video in 4K. Like when I try and just upscale it and export it in 4K, I get weird artifacts, especially in like high contrast areas. So now what I'm doing is I'm exporting it as an uncompressed QuickTime RGB 10-bit, and then I put it into media encoder and I upscale it and do as a 4K H.264 at a 2-to-1 ratio. So like it's become like a multi-hour process just to get a video done. It's overkill, I know, but like I started doing it and I like the way 4K footage works now. I love the way my videos look now that I'm uploading in 4K. Like it looks so much better. That, you know, that's what it is. I argued with a friend of mine for months about Resolve versus Adobe. He kept saying there is no way a free program can compete with the Adobe suite. Now he only uses Resolve. Love it when that happens. Nothing against Adobe. I still like Adobe, and Premiere is actually, you know, it's not... Resolve is just better for me. It works the way that my brain works, and it works better on my laptop, which people argue that with me, by the way. This is the funniest thing. Like, you know, I got that DaVinci Resolve versus Premiere Pro video, the 6 months later, which is the one that's like, I don't even know how many views it's at. It's ridiculous, but I'm continuously getting comments on it still. And people are always arguing, like, there's no way that DaVinci Resolve works better on your computer than Adobe. Like, they're arguing my experience, which is just like stepping out of the realm of video for a second. That's just ridiculous. Like, why would you argue with somebody's experience? Like, no, the thing that you actually experienced in real life is wrong. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Once every 2 weeks. Is that your upload schedule, Andrew? That's cool. We need to get DaVinci Resolve to follow Jay. Oh, man. Where do you get music? I get music from Epidemic Sound, although when I can afford it, I would love a subscription to Artlist. Make a video on how to be natural on camera. The funny thing is like most of the people who get asked to do a video like that, like me, I've been asked to do a video on how to get more comfortable on camera, which I find funny because like I still feel totally unnatural on camera a lot of the times. So, let's see here. I made a video about how to become a better speaker on camera. There you go. Out of curiosity, what are the specs of your editing rig? That's a very good question. Can I link the video? Wait, which video? Oh, there you go. Yes. The question was asked. There's somebody who has a video. Yes, go ahead, Leela. Link away. Oh my God. The specs on my laptop, I don't know. People ask me that every stream. I promise next stream I'm actually going to come because I can't memorize all that. I know I got a Intel, you know, I got an i7. I know I got an NVIDIA graphics card, and that's about all I can remember. I've had this laptop for a little bit, so I don't remember the exact specs. But I will come prepared with them next week, I promise. Billy Rybka. Oh, hold on. There's another question. Do you batch record your videos at a time or create as you go? Mostly I create as I go. The only time so far that I've batch recorded it is when I was going on my cross-country trip. I batch recorded a bunch of videos and had them edited and ready to uploaded and scheduled to go public before I left. So that way I wouldn't have to worry about it while I was gone. So, but normally I just do as I go. I would love to batch record. I can never, I'm very bad about making time to just sit down and record a whole bunch of videos in one day. So Jay, I have Artlist also, and I prefer Epidemic Sound because of this the stems that Epidemic Sound offers. Artless doesn't offer it, and they have less selection and no sound effects. Yeah, I have heard that. I have heard that. Well, I mean, Epidemic. I love the stems on Epidemic. I love that. And the really cool thing is if you have, hey, Simply Beth, hello. Why are you booing me? Why are you booing me? 18 watching, 17 likes. Let's smash that thumbs up button. Thank you so much, Leela. Yeah, I love the fact that I could I love the fact that I totally lost my own sentence inside of my head. But I love the fact that you can download the stems from Epidemic because like if you practice enough, and I want to do this, like if you could find a bunch of songs at the same beats per minute and you download the stems, you could take the drums from one song, the bass line from another, the whatever from another. Like you could totally just mix everything and create your own song. It's super cool. Oh man, the more you vlog and make videos, the more natural you'll be. That's right. I just assumed you built a custom editing computer. No, when I bought this laptop, I hadn't even made my first video yet. Or maybe I had. I had made my first video, but I was using a Chromebook, and I used Wii Video on a Chromebook. Got a whole video about that. That was an interesting experience. So, but I was using this computer for podcasting, but that didn't take much. So. Oh man, the more you've already read that. Public speak a lot. That helps to be comfortable in front of a camera. Public speaking could do it, definitely. I don't do a lot of public speaking except for because I ghosted everyone on YouTube for a few months. I'm not booing you. Okay, Simply Beth. I'm just wondering. Oh man. Don't forget to hit that like button and shit. Already on it, Nightbot. That was clever. Batch recording is an awesome idea. I've never been able to plan it, though. I'm a shoot as I go guy. Yeah, me too. Because so pumped up creating video tomorrow. Nice, Mind's Eye. Good deal. Yeah, is anybody got a video coming out that they're... Wow, it's 2:58. Holy crap. Does anybody have a video coming out that they're super excited about? Anybody? I'm excited about this one. Tell you the truth. I'm excited about this because I've had my eye on this, on the X-Rite color checker passport. I've had my eye on this for a while. So happy I got it. Tom Poyer says, "What's up, Jay? Great content. Just a couple quick vid ideas that I haven't seen yet. How to up res and down res in DaVinci. That's good. That is a good one. You can do that. Although up resing in DaVinci does it can cause some problems. Down resing's pretty easy though. So guys, it's 2:59. Question: know of any tricks to automate breath removal in videos? To automate it? Sorta. You have to use I can't remember what it is. You have to use the send and listen feature in Fairlight and really, really tweak it. But that's really hard. Like, what are you talking about? Like breath. Like you don't want any of the inhales, any of the exhales out there. Like I don't do that. So I've never really looked into it, but I'm sure you could use the send and listen. You could use the send and listen feature. But I personally don't like that. I just feel like it sounds unnatural when you remove breath. Because like you're human, not a robot. So breath is kind of important when you're human. What's the difference between DaVinci Free and DaVinci Paid? Lots. Lots. When you get the paid version, you unlock a bunch of features. Notable are super scale and noise removal and lens correction. So those are three big ones that you get, as well as a bunch of effects. Also, there's something else behind the scenes that I used to know that I can't remember. So, sorry, my internet broke again. That's all right, dude. All right, guys, it is officially 3:01, and my throat hurts, and all that good stuff. So, some people's breath doesn't sound human. That's true. I guess that is true. That is true. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for spending this last hour with me. It has been an absolute pleasure. Once again, if you would like to support me and my endeavors on this channel, and being able to eat while I'm at Vid Summit, there are a couple ways you can do that. Obviously, there's the GoFundMe that I've kind of been pushing for a little bit. Trying to do final edit, but Jay Lippman is very distracting. I'm very distracted, is what I am. Sorry if my distractedness is distracting you. But yes, we got the one-time donation that you can make. We've got Patreon, which I'm still kind of in the planning stages for. We've got merch, we've got the LUTs, and we've got the GoFundMe page. If you guys want to contribute in any of those places, it would be much appreciated. Obviously not expected. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today, guys. I hope you had a blast. If you did, make sure you give this thing a like. And yeah, love you guys. I'll see you later.